I'm giving you doses of my energy, bro. No, not like that. I'm not saying it like on. No, I'm just telling you because I've got energy too. So
Mhm.
so I know what it is. You can give somebody advice that don't have nothing to do with energy.
Mhm.
Facts.
I can tell you how to do some shit. You ain't feeling my energy though. I'm just asking your questions. You're able to feel my energy when you're on a similar frequency.
Mhm.
That's what
Facts.
happens when it starts to connect. You know what I'm saying? The frequency and the energy.
Exactly.
You know,
And
like something that you see. We're two totally different guys, but guess
mhm.
what? You know what? You are very genuine, and I am too. So off of that, it's
Yeah.
Say
because there are people who are not very genuine.
No,
a
that's
lot
true.
of people. A lot of people.
Majority.
Facts.
Exactly. Well, and you mentioned earlier about the tribe. I think this is like this. We're having this. We're all talking about conference. We're doing this show. And like we all know each other. We're all kind of in the same thing. I think kind of all the energy too kind of just shifts around and stuff, and it causes a lot of inspiration. And
Yes.
that's why you gotta want when you're on the path to success. You wanna surround yourself around successful people who are going to give you that flair, give you that energy, so you can kick some ass and everything. Because that's just really going to help add a little the fuel to the fire and stuff. Just like get you pumped up to kick some butt.
Facts.
You gotta also just acknowledge your small accomplishments too. People won't and
Exactly.
they won't acknowledge their small accomplishment. They're only looking at the goal, and that's it. They're just
Mm.
looking up at the goal. And if you're looking up at your goal, you're not looking at your accomplishments. And then the goal, see what happens, the goal is in the same place. The goal ain't never moved. The goal is my ceiling. It's boom, it's right there. It's not going. But my accomplishments is gonna bring me there. But if I'm just looking at the goal and it's taking too long, I'm gonna give up. Because I haven't even mapped my progress because my head ain't moved. I'm looking at the same time. I'm moving up, but damn, this shit taking too long. Fuck it.
Yeah.
That's what, yo, it's crazy. Hold on, Rob. I gotta say this. It's
Okay,
crazy.
go ahead. You got something good. I know.
Hold on. Because I swear to God, we were just talking about this before you came on offline. We were talking about having too much, doing too much. And then, Rob was saying, he was considering, taking some things off his plate to, maybe accomplish different things. And I told him the way to do that is to give yourself some goals and measure to see if you are accomplishing things with everything that's on your plate. And if you're not, start to scale back. Like pounds, you want to lose pounds, you got to make sure you weigh yourself today, give yourself a goal and see if you're not losing it. You got to make sure that you're measuring stuff. And what did he say? He said you have to appreciate the accomplishments that you're doing in order to keep you, so you can assess where you want to continue to go, bro. You know what I mean? The goal ain't gonna move unless you move towards the goal,
Yeah.
and it
No,
takes action.
exactly.
And don't be scared to tell people about it. Don't keep it to yourself because people will hold you. Just like when I did the shit with AMS, like people were happy because they knew I was happy.
Mm-hmm.
It was the stuff he has done. Have been like people know I've talked him up. So people were happy to see that, not just because it was him and it was me, but they know that meant a lot to me. I said that's what I wanted a long time ago, publicly, when I didn't have subscribers to where I ain't even on the radar for it to happen.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I had to keep going to be acknowledged because as much game as that and charisma as I think that I have, if I stopped, he would know me for it to be a situation.
Mm-hmm.
You
Yeah.
know, you wouldn't know us for this to be a situation if you
Mm-hmm.
stopped right before that moment. If Kevin Samuels, if he was like, man, I gave it 6 years, I'm out of here, you wouldn't know Kevin Samuels. See, but he felt something in himself and said, I don't care. I'm gonna still do it, and I'm gonna try different things too. I
Mm-hmm.
might lose some people, like you say, but I'm gonna do it because I got something up my sleeve. I don't know what it is. How do I know this? Because I feel the same way. I know the feeling of it. I know the feeling of it. I can look and see what it is, and I can feel it. I ain't got to experience. Well, actually, I do experience it. You know, it's cold business.
Facts.
Oh,
Stop.
no, agreed. Yeah, and that's important too. Is if you when you have a bigger goal in mind, you got to stay focused when you have a setback. Because I think a lot of people I mean, I get frustrated when things aren't working out 100%, but I just take a little break and I still continue to push forward.
You do
It's
got
not an
to.
overnight thing. Otherwise, everyone would would have achieve these big goals, and I think it's the strong-minded and the people who learn from their challenges and setbacks who eventually just kind of push through and kick ass and achieve the goal. And then when they do that, they can do other great things.
Hey, Rob, I literally have been pretty much in front of this computer since 8 o'clock this morning.
Oh, wow.
I went to work. I had a consultation. I did a show, 2 hours. That had an after party, not an after party, but a talk after that. Had a phone call. Then had another phone call. And now I'm here. I haven't had like 20 minutes to myself since this morning. Do I seem tired though? No, because I'm doing what I love.
Yeah.
And my dog's getting on my nerves. Y'all can't tell. Maybe sometimes when they come down here.
So any final thoughts about the discussion before we wrap up, guys? We're going
Stop.
1 hour here.
I just want to say thank you, man, for having me on, man. And it's always a pleasure. My brother Afi, having you on too. This was I think your audience is going to enjoy this because it was a lot. I would definitely break it up into two, but if you don't, you don't.
Right.
But at the end of the day, man, confidence, come from within, right? But also appreciate your accomplishments and also value the way that people see you and view you, that you admire. If you admire someone or you respect someone and they show you that same in return, that's a big deal, because we don't respect people just because, bro. You know what I'm saying? Because we work on ourselves and we carry ourselves with respect. So you got to pay attention to the people that are not just selling you something, but really telling you and seeing the greatness in you, bro. So thank you for having me on.
Yeah, where can people find you?
Yes. Please follow me on Instagram at Alpha Villains. I got a YouTube channel as well, Alpha Villains, man. And I'm here, man. Keep grinding.
Rock on, man. Alpha, you got final thoughts, buddy?
I'm gonna give y'all some fire part. You didn't got you didn't got book bars.
I can't wait to see this one. Yeah, go ahead.
I'm a lay some. Look, this how cold this game I'm about to give is. This game so cold that this little part that I say gonna be enough for me to make a video out of, and it's gonna get views. It ain't even gonna take me 5 minutes, not even 3. For real. This is the cheat code. This is how you build your confidence in your tribe. This is what you do. When you see people who this is advanced too. Everybody can handle this. Sorry, think about it. It sound easy because I know how to teach good, but when you try to do it, it ain't easy to do. Okay, you find people, not necessarily find, but you entertain people. You know what I'm saying? Because some people you come and you entertain the wrong people, and that's why because it's the wrong person you entertain. You gave your energy, your time, and so you interact and entertain people who give you things or help you for no reason. That's the first step. The second step is this advance. Figure out what motive they may have. See, some people won't make it to that part. They just enjoy it. What motive may they have? Not that they have one, but may they have? And if the motive is positive, then you rock with that person, because people will do stuff for you only for return. And then what happens when you return you, and then when you return that, now you're embedded to them. Now you guys have built a little thing together now, where you scratch my back. It becomes a lifestyle of y'all scratching each other's backs but that's because that's the way that you did it wrong. You gotta feel people who give to you for no reason and no intent. That shows you what they made of. That I'm telling you, that kind of person is like finding a woman who is a 10, which there's no such thing. I could just end it right there, but let's even elaborate. Who's a 10, nice body, submissive, and can cook, and don't have kids, and got money, and spend it all on. It's not gonna happen. But that's how.
Valuable. Right.
Yeah.
So valuable.
You need to do a video on that for yourself. Yeah, because I know where you're going with that. Go ahead, do that.
Yeah. Definitely good.
I could that part is the video.
Alfie, tell the viewers where they can find you on Instagram and YouTube.
Yeah, subscribe to my YouTube channel. I do a daily show in the mornings. Coffee with the King, 8 a.m. And then follow me on Instagram at Genius Afi. King, excuse me, King Genius Afi on Instagram, and go to Amazon and cop the books. That's what I want you to do.
Rock. And then Afi has some really great books, guys. Like I've read them, like they're very insightful.
Let me manifest something else real quick. Let me manifest something else. I'm saying it on your shit first. I ain't even said it on my first. I'm gonna be. Who's a good example? Kevin Samuels, kinda. I could think of a better one, but he just came to my mind because I just said his name.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna be, if not as or more popular for my books than my actual content. I'm gonna be known as an author more hardcore than podcasting. That's what I mean. That not like, oh, I want to be big and then like, no, it's gonna have its own. It kind of already does. That's how come I can see the potential because I'm looking at it. It's gonna be, just even like roll. I'm gonna be like a for real respected author, not because of content, not because of the RP. Not
They're
none
separate.
of that.
They're separate because they're separate.
Yeah. So that's gonna happen in the few. That's why I don't mind just putting these things up because I couldn't, just like I say, passion. I could easily drop one a year. Like that's what the normal person would do. Even if I had them done, still do it. And I could just stretch my money out for 10 years. You know how hard that would be to keep these ideas in my head for 10 whole years with complete visions and stuff. I want to move on.
Yeah. All right. Get it over with and move on to the next. Right.
I couldn't just have them in the kennel and just be like, all right, every Christmas I'm gonna do. I want to write more. I'm thinking more. Like, no, that don't even. I would drive myself crazy and blow it off. Like it would just be inside of me. I'd be going crazy. Like it wouldn't be able to happen. So, that's how you got to do it, man. So,
word.
Yeah. Interesting. Wow, your ideas are infinite, my friend. Very infinite.
Creators are creators. That's how come. I said that on the thing earlier too. Like, I said I wouldn't mind dating a content creator, but what I meant is just because it got to be a creative person. Part of it's Gemini too. Like that's the vibe I want. I've had it, so it's hard to be like, oh well, I don't have that, but she got this other stuff. Like no, that got to be the part of it.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying, Rob. When you get to a point where you've had it, and you're ready to move on. Your confidence is going to get high because you've already had it. You've conquered it. Whatever it is, that builds confidence. Focus on conquering little things, big things. The more conquers you have, the more confidence you're going to have, bro. And you're going to see, and it's not from a bad place, but you're going to see like a woman's going to try to give you something that you've already had that no longer impresses you. And that just puts you in a different category, bro. And it makes a woman want to be and try to aspire to get into that category with you. You know what I'm saying? You're the prize, bro, but you got to put the work like you're doing, man, and keep grinding. That's it.
Oh, yeah, 100%, guys.
And the energy is high. I'm going to save them because the energy is high. Because I got more shit I want to say.
Don't worry. Yeah. That's it. They're not ready.
Yeah. I'm just saying, I've been nonstop, and
the energy here is just like going back and forth. So I think I had the extra coffee and all the great conversations.
Yeah, we on it tonight. You already know. Yeah.
It's the creative spirit. People think that's like some crazy person stuff. Like in order to know about meditating and energy and stuff, you have to be like a monk or some type of alternative person. No, there's regular person, people like me that know how to tap in. Just because I don't dress all funny and all like that. I'm like that. I'm like that too. Why I gotta act like that for you to believe me? Why I just can't tell you what I am. I know how I grew up. You know what I'm saying? Like like, oh, you teach? Yeah, I teach you. Fool. So what you? And the kids are easier.
Let that sink in. Man.
I told you it's just stop.
And that's it. Mic drop. Let that sink in. It's easier to teach kids than these adults. Yeah.
Oh god.
Oh man.
Well, it's because adults have been used to a certain way of thinking and living. So the kids are still young, and you can teach them. That's
more impressionable.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, no doubt.
So that, and I don't know. That's why I probably take a while. But no, I'm always glad though. Like I said, my dad always got me into like the motivational stuff ever since I was a younger kid, and I've always kind of listened to a lot of motivational stuff before work, read books, listened to audio books before working with mentors. And like I said, I don't think I would be where I am today if it weren't for my dad turning me on to all that. And even when before he passed away, he said, if you want to get anything in life, he really said that it's confidence, confidence, confidence.
Right, absolutely, man. And that's why your channel is gonna grow, because it has a personal meaning to you. I'm sure your dad is looking down at you and proud of you that you took in his word and you're building something for yourself and for whatever legacy you want to create. Confidence, confidence, confidence. But the cheat code to that is action, 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 bro. So keep doing what you're doing, man. And we're all gonna grow together, man. One day we're gonna have a drink sooner than later, man. We're gonna celebrate on the boat and we're gonna talk about it.
Yes, we will. Yes, we will. Well, thank you very much, guys, for coming on. I hope that we'll have you on again. This was a baller, kick-ass fire conversation with some kick-ass golden nuggets to help people level up in life.
And another thing, too, one of these days, we're going to all be on the Players Cruiser. We're going to be sitting in a little booth area and stuff and having the same conversation and just being like, I got my tag on, give me some more drinks.
Yeah.
Oh, my God. Wow. Yeah, so thank you very much, and thank you all for watching. And be sure